I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, hello, welcome to the Football Glory Hole Recap Podcast for Week 16 of your NFL season. I am your host, Bo Stevens. I'm joined here as always by my good buddy Longhorn. We'll listen to an Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify. Watch us live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Instagram, live or recorded any way you can upload it, baby. We thank each and every Glory Hole for tuning in this week. All right, boys and girls, you know how we do. It's the good, the bad, the are you fucking kidding me?
And now it's time for the good.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Well, that's just fucking great. That's just fucking great.
The bad.
Is this bad? Is this bad?
Well, that's fucking not good.
And the are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
All right, boys and girls, and as always, we start off with a good. Well, good us again overall as a company. 22 and 15, 7 more units up for your bankroll.
Nice.
CK 10 and 9 on his straight picks, so keeping his non-losing streak alive. Another good winning week for him. Longhorn, look, man, he's always hanging around. He's always just hanging around, taking it easy for everybody. You know, people say, hey, man, what does Longhorn do? It's like, man, if you need a guy to hang around, he's your fucking guy.
Just listen to the podcast. Just wait till we get my podcast picks for that stuff. But you got to listen to the podcast to get the best of Longhorn. Okay, I'm best on air. All right, I'm best on air.
Oh, but it was your boy Bo Stevens' turn to carry the load, and I did my best. 6-1 in college bowl game / FCS playoffs. 5-2 in the NFL. 11-3 on the weekend, and on top of that, 6-4 the last 3 days for college basketball. So I'll fucking take that. We're 2-1 so far today. College basketball too. And inside of all that, my free pick, Ole Miss -17. Good lord, that was an ass whipping. The overall playoff format is going to have to change. Now, I personally don't want it to because these G5 teams on the road, they're just must-faves in this first round. I like getting easy wins. They're just layups. But
It'll be fine. It'll because every 5th year, 6th year, there'll be one.
Dude, this ended it. It's over. It's
You
over.
think?
It's already over. People
We'll
are
see.
pissed. It's because the wrong teams missed.
That's fine.
Notre Dame and Texas got held out,
Yeah.
and then you had
Okay.
these two teams getting it. So it's over.
Well, they don't need the. Why is the format to where James Madison has to be in? Like you can tweak the format to where.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep 12, and you'll still get one, but they're gonna guarantee never again do you get two.
You get the ones just served up to the slaughter.
I mean, I still think it's gonna go to the Super League myself eventually, which that's all that talk is starting over again now too. And
NFL Light.
Yeah, and it's not that these teams don't. I mean, they deserve to get in under the rules that the rules that as they are. So
Yeah, why do you hate James Madison so much? What did they ever do to you?
I love James Madison. I love all my G5 schools, and I love the fact that I just get to pick up easy wins when they play these teams in the playoffs because it's just an.
Well, actually, didn't James Madison backdoor cover, or do they not?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But both of these games were 34-3 at one point. Both of them. So.
Well,
anyway.
everyone knows that G5 teams are second half monsters. I mean, everyone knows that.
Yeah, I mean, clear. Look at Tulane. Yeah, they were real second half monsters. Now the divide has gotten bigger. Like since the NIL thing, it's gotten bigger because now it's none of these teams have to hide the fact they can just pay their players anymore. And of course, the bigger teams, the bigger programs with more money, Yes, they're gonna go pay all your players. So everybody that is on James Madison was really good and was in the playoffs. Guess what? There's all these fucking Power 4 teams that are gonna come say, "I'll take this. I'll take this guy. I'll take this guy. I'll take this guy," and they just rape them every year of all their talent and pay them to come play for them, just like Texas Tech did, just like Ohio State did last year. Like that's the new thing. The people you just pay the most money for your roster and hope it works out. And the G5 teams, they just cannot. They're not gonna be able to compete with that. So. That's unfortunate. I'm a big G5 fan. I love that football, but it is what it is.
I thought it was an airplane. I had no idea it was a conference.
They can't afford a G5 in the G5. Not one. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to the podcast. Longhorn was great on the podcast. He hit a sounder, he hit one danger zone, and the big dig pick. And I just want to recap these. We'll go through every pick, but just to reset where he's at for the season, because I want to give him a fair shot these last 2 weeks to get in the black. So, for the season, Sounders are now minus 155, so only down a unit and a half.
They were terrible, and they were terrible to start the year.
Yeah, you've been on a streak on those. Danger zones were great to start the year. They've gotten awfully dangerous. You're down $653 there.
What?
But
that doesn't sound right. Got to check with accounting on that one.
But the big digs make a big comeback, plus 383 on the black of the season. So, altogether, he's only down 425. Not too shabby. He's got 2 weeks left to get in the black. You only need 4 1/4 unit. So, keep that in mind going forward this week. Anyway, on to what he did hit for this week. Longhorn hit the sounder on Tennessee for a unit on +3 and a unit on plus 135 money line.
Before we get to that, are you factoring my ladder bets too?
No, I don't have the ladder bets.
Yeah, because those have been. There was that one week I got like 300 plus 300 on a ladder.
Yeah, but you've also lost like 2 of them too. You're probably about even money.
All right.
Probably about even money.
Check with accounting.
I'll add those into the ledger for next year. I didn't know how many you were going to do this year, and you lost the first one you put out. So
look at Old Man Rivers tying it up 14-14.
Can't beat that bastard. Can't beat that Old Man Rivers.
Unbelievable.
All right, Longhorn, like I said, he did hit the sounder Tennessee for unit, plus 135 on the money line. A great hit there. I didn't watch a single piece of that piece of shit game, so Longhorn, take us through that one.
Which one?
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that one. I didn't watch a single. I mean,
I heard my boy Mustache got hurt like 5 plays in. Like he didn't make it too long.
Oh, did he not? Who played? Who played?
Something called.
Who's their third string?
Chris Oladokin?
Nah, that's not real. That's a G.
He's from South Dakota State.
That's a G5 player or something like that.
That's FCS. That's even worse.
No, that was a complete dynasty crusher, easy call. I should have put more units on it, honestly. I didn't think
if you'd have known Chris Oladokin was going to fucking play the majority of the game, I'm sure you would have.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that. How many passes did Minshew have?
8 attempts.
Okay, so he probably played like a quarter or so. So yeah, sure. I guess I was lucky that Ola dunked my nuts in this game.
I'm not going to say you were lucky because Tennessee dominated the game. So
yeah, that's true.
But you would put more units on it if it had been Chris Oladokin.
Yeah, that was just an easy call. Dynasty give up. Like it's one thing to have a dream crusher for a season. It's another thing when your dynasty just got crushed. So it was the perfect letdown. Now, and I'll talk about this when we get to the look aheads. This is the time for the quit. When you get towards the last game or two, teams you get like a resurgence because it's like it's like your last day of school kick up. So these Christmas Day games. There might be a kick up because it's on TV, national TV. Nobody wants to get embarrassed. And as we get closer to the very, very end, is when you get a little bit of a kick up from the teams that have been quitting for the previous 2 or 3 weeks. So keep that in mind.
But can Chris Oladokin?
No.
Okay.
And we'll get to that on Christmas Day games on the look ahead because there are some major quarterback injuries in the league this year. It's just we talk about it every year, but man. People ask me like, am I pissed off that I talked all this shit about Caleb Williams and he's awesome? And it's like, fuck no. Are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I don't care if they're gay, trans, fucking. Well, I do care if it's a woman because I don't. If you're a woman, get the fuck out of here. I don't care how good you are. Get out. You're not playing football. But if you're a trans tard and you're fucking a badass quarterback, I don't care. Get out there and play some football because we need you in this league. Clearly, you go up and down the list of these quarterbacks that we have playing right now in the league, and it is. I mean, we got a fucking 48-year-old guy or whatever old man Rivers right now playing football in the NFL, and God bless him, he can still sling it. But man, where's all the good young ones come? Where is this wave of? Remember Colin Cowherd about 5 years ago? There's not enough spots for all these quarterbacks to come in. Where are they going to go?
Literally, nobody needs a quarterback. There's not one team that needs a quarterback.
He's had a lot of stupid takes, and whether half of them are fake or not, like that was the dumbest take he has ever fucking said. Like, where are all these quarterbacks coming out of college even going to go?
I mean, there's just so many of them. Cam Ward, though, for what it's worth, he had probably one of his better games.
Yeah.
I was looking through the fucking
been
stats.
playing better.
He's been playing better. That's good. And
Rookie of the Year showdown next week, by the way. Rookie of the Year showdown between Tyler Shuck and Cam Ward. Obviously, Ted McMillan probably. I didn't check today's to see what the updated odds are, but you know that's a big one. If Tyler Shuck can go out there and outduel the great Cam Ward in Tennessee, it's going to be getting a lot closer.
Kansas City had 133 total yards.
Yeah, there's we need quarterbacks. This is as much as we hate the fucking touch the quarterback, get a fucking penalty shit. Like I hate it in the moment, but then once my emotions calm down and I've thrown my beer and I can get back to a normal mindset, I'm like, okay, I remember this league sucks with all those quarterbacks.
So I was thinking about that the other day, actually yesterday. I was like, man, the NFL. If you look back to when the rules started to change for the offense, we all thought it was stupid at the time because it gave Brady and Manning and all these guys such an advantage. Like you just couldn't remember they averaged 30 points a game. Everybody threw 4,000 yards. Blah 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 blah. Like everybody just went out there and did that. It's like, oh yeah, it's fucking easy now. Everybody can just. But the NFL did this with the foresight, knowing that once those guys were gone, all these shitty quarterbacks in this new generation, like, they're gonna need every fucking rule possible.
Dude, you are giving the NFL way. They don't look that far ahead. I think it's just the defense. Man. The defense is caught up. They adjusted a little bit to the new. I mean, obviously they were fucked. Like you get all these new rules. The defense is already on the back pedal playing defense in the NFL, and you got all these new rules. It took them a minute to adjust.
It took them a minute, and all the good quarterbacks to retire.
That too. I mean, I'm not saying that's not a factor. That's the level of quarterback
think of
is
how
100%.
Bad this. I mean, it's already bad, but think of how real bad it would be if these kids had to play under like the previous, like pre-2012 rules. If they had to play under those rules, these kids, I mean, these totals would be fucking 30 points.
Well, the NFL might want to come up with a new plan because the quarterbacks are still getting hurt left and right. So get back to the drawing board and figure out a way to keep these guys up.
They hold on to the ball too goddamn long.
That is true. That is true.
Way too fucking long.
If you hold on to if you hold on the ball for 8 seconds in the pocket, automatic first down. Play stops. It's dead. It's a auto first down. Nobody touch them.
Oh my god! I mean, you know, as much as we love Mahomes, how many hits is this dude taking? How many hits over the years? Because he holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball and runs around and does that's just what he does. Now I'm not saying he's not great at it, and I definitely don't want him getting hurt, but
I wonder
do that forever.
I don't want to go on a tangent on this, but like, what can you do? Because the running NFL quarterback is not going away. So
we need it. I mean, my God, these teams couldn't move the ball if it wasn't for that element.
So is it going to be a thing where it literally becomes touch? And I'm not even kidding. Like literally when the quarterback's running, once he's crossed the line of scrimmage, not in the pocket when he's still like a live player, but once he's crossed the line of scrimmage, is it literally going to become touch and you're down? So they never get hit. You don't have to hit them. You don't have to kill them. All you got to do is touch them. That takes out all the hits, takes out the slides, takes out the weird.
I don't think like the majority of these injuries even happen during that. They happen when these guys are in the pocket because that's when they're most vulnerable. They're actually not when I'm running. I mean, they're good athletes. They can protect themselves for the most part.
I would need to see a study. I don't know.
I can almost guarantee you,
it's
every
possible.
knee is probably knee is from the pocket. Like,
Yeah, the knee, of course, but I'm trying to think. I can't off memory this year. I can't think about
concussions, maybe separated.
That's
shoulders.
running.
Yeah, that's
running.
right.
But
they got to be smarter than that.
Mahomes ran out, and I know his knee was damaged already, but he jumped and passed and landed. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. They're going to have to do something because not very bigly with the quarterbacks.
That's bad. All right. Well, I'll tell you what wasn't bad. Let's continue with the good. The danger zone with Carolina. Longhorn hit that +3 1 unit, and then another unit +142 on the money line as they did pull out the victory. Now, this game was great, back and forth. Coin flip, could have went either way. Longhorn came up on the good side on this one. Look, I said this like 3 weeks ago, and everybody laughed at me, including Longhorn. But I'm sticking by it because it hadn't proven me wrong yet. Tampa Bay would be better off sitting Baker Mayfield because he is literally the reason why they lose football games now. He stinks. He can't play anymore.
Who's the backup?
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Give somebody else a chance.
We literally just had a 5-minute discussion on how shitty
he's
these
quarterbacks
quarterbacks
like one
are.
of these shitty quarterbacks.
I understand,
awful,
but
awful. And I don't want to hear this bullshit about him not running. He's been running for the last few weeks and he still sucks. So he can't play anymore. I know he's hurt. Get him the fuck out. You are down to a 40% chance to make the playoffs. Get him out. Get him out.
Yeah, start whoever you're back, and I will look that up because now I'm curious. Yeah, you want to lose the locker room real quick? You do the Bo Cephas, pull Baker Mayfield out, and start the backup, and see how that goes.
I mean,
I'm not saying that he's not. Obviously, anybody can see that he's playing like dog shit. I'm just saying you start pulling quarterbacks.
He's the reason why you were losing football games,
and he's the reason you were winning. So
yes, but now he's not. And that's
right.
You could at least take a chance to do something else.
Put Teddy Bridgewater in there.
Oh my God, put Teddy Bridgewater in there. Well, of course, put Teddy. That is their backup. Yeah, of course, put Teddy Bridgewater in there.
All right, there he is, Bo Cephas. Email him, not me.
I mean, he's played much better than this in his career. I'm not saying Teddy's better than Baker, but at this moment, he probably is.
What happened to those Tampa Bay Buccaneers? What a fall from grace they have had.
Their quarterback stinks.
You don't go from good to stink.
He's hurt. Clearly, he's hurt.
By the way, updated Offensive Rookie of the Year odds. Ted McMillan, -200. Second place. Tyler Shuck, +350. This motherfucker is getting tighter than a baby's ass. You have one more day.
It's not very tight, sir.
Are you fucking kidding me? He was plus
60% probability versus like 9 or plus whatever.
Yeah,
like a
and one's a receiver. And the other one's a quarterback where if he has been shooting up the ranks, if he wins 2 more games and finishes on like a 6 out of 7 wins, I mean, all I need is to be a 2-man race, and I'm cashing huge. Huge.
I think it is a 2-man race, isn't it? Who's in third?
Actually, I'm surprised. I can't believe Cam Ward is like plus 20,000. I don't understand that. I guess they've just been bad for so long, and he started the whole year. Travion Henderson is third on my list at plus 1,300. So it's 13-1.
He's not going to fucking win.
So then it's a 2-man race. And with 2 weeks left, I mean, if Ted McMillan goes out there and just kind of whatever, but Tyler Shuck throws balls out, 300 yards, touchdowns, makes memorable plays as a quarterback.
Yeah, you're not dead.
This is going to get close.
Well, you can already hedge out.
Yeah, it's pretty much getting there. I need that gap between 2 and 3 to be like undeniable, because the worst thing you can do is try to hedge with the other guy.
I think it's already undeniable because the other guy's a running back.
I mean, I hear you.
Who does he play for?
That's New England.
Yeah, because that's Drake May is gonna probably win, or he's in the line for MVP.
I mean, I hear you. I agree. It's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I think you're in good shape there. But anyway, on the game, what'd you think? I mean, I know obviously you hit the bet. Good call there. Carolina takes control of the division. Tampa Bay's down to 40% to make the playoffs chance.
And they play again in 2 weeks. Remember, they finished the year playing each other again.
This is supposed to be the stretch where Tampa didn't lose a game for the last month of the season.
Yeah. Remember we were really smart at the beginning of the year, and we said how this season was going to go for Tampa, and it kind of flip-flopped on us?
Yeah. Exactly, flip flop. They beat every hard team. They've lost to all the fucking. They've lost to every shitty team they've played, except for the Card. They beat the Cardinals by 3. Thank God.
Yeah, no, this was an easy call. Carolina
They
back in
lost
their.
to the Saints, Falcons, and Panthers in a row.
Yeah, they're in a bad way. They're in a bad way. Carolina in their sweet spot as underdogs, which means when they, you know what, that'll be curious when they play in week 18 to finish the year. Who's going to be the favorite? Because if it's fucking Carolina as a favorite,
Carolina, because it'll be Teddy Bridgewater in there because they'll pull Baker by then.
then it's an auto fade on Carolina as a favorite.
Yes, it'll be Teddy Bridgewater will go beat them. Because when they go lose to the Dolphins this week, I think that eliminates them. I think maybe not. I guess not because they still get one more game against the Panthers. Maybe if they lose, I just what I need to look up the playoff scenarios. If I have to think if they lose and Panthers win, that has to eliminate them.
As we talk about running quarterbacks, Purdy out there running, putting his fucking head down like he's a fullback or something. It's just
Idiots.
They're just gonna have to do something. They just can't help themselves.
They can't help themselves.
They really can't.
How many fucking times do you have to get hurt and miss time, Purdy? We're going to the playoffs. You're their only hope. You idiot.
Everything across the line of scrimmage is touch quarterback is touch. You're touching, you're down. Just that's 2-hand touch. That's what we're doing. We're doing 2-hand touch now with quarterbacks.
Actually, you know what? I think they only get some of the yards.
I mean, but that takes away that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I mean,
yeah, that's what they do. You take that away, and I mean, as bad as Josh has been throwing the ball lately again, and Lamar can be at times, you take that running element away. Then you take 2 of our best quarterbacks and they're trash. Yeah,
but think about it. Like a lot of times on their big runs, nobody touches them anyways until the very end. You know, so like it'll be like they bust through the line.
Maybe Lamar.
Well, he'll get 30 yards or so, and then he'll kind of veer towards the sideline, which is fine.
Yeah, Lamar goes untouched all the time. Josh very rarely goes untouched. He usually has to run over somebody.
But if it's behind the line, it doesn't count. Once he can break the tackle behind the line, and then he's gone, and then you can touch him.
I don't know, man. I don't have a solution. I mean, it all stems from the college game. They don't teach these kids to play quarterback. But then again, I don't blame the college coach. It's not their fucking job to teach you to play quarterback. It's their job to win football games for the university. And if they win football games by having them run their system and say, hey, you only need to look right here, this part of the field. This is only a 2-man route read. That's all you need to control or care about. And they can do that and pull a trigger, throw an accurate football, and they go win. Fuck it. That's what you do. So it's not their job to prepare them to play professional quarterback.
Don't forget the Sunday morning parlay is only an Indianapolis win away from a 19-1. So FYI.
Nice.
Forgot about that. New England money line, Tennessee money line, and Indy money line 19-1.
All right, I had the Chargers in a million different ways over on the team total. A couple of different teaser options. The Do No Wong teaser hit. I said the Chargers could and should score on every single drive. Their drive chart went as follows: touchdown, 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 field goal. Then they did punt, field goal, touchdown, end of game. So I was one away from being right.
Holy shit!
Look, that game went exactly like I saw it playing out. The situational numbers. I said the running game for the Cows wasn't going to be good, but I did say I could see Dak having success, which he did, which is why I like the over on the tees down. I had the game landing on 50 points. It landed on 51 exactly. The game went exactly the way I thought it did or would. Longhorn thoughts on the Cows being eliminated, despite the fact that they have 2 1,000-yard receivers, 1 1,000-yard rusher, and 1 quarterback with 4,000 passing yards. Only ever been done like 3 times. And guess who did it twice? Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Yikes.
That's
and the Chargers sitting at 98.4% to make the playoffs.
That is a clear path in the offseason of what you have to do in the draft and free agency for Jerry Jones. This is like a no-brainer.
Is it?
I mean, you just... So. Yeah, so and like we said when they made the trades, like, you know, like they weren't really going to do anything this year. Even if they scraped in the playoffs, who fucking cares? You got to take the Quinnen Williams trade and then turn that into 2 awesome draft picks. Some major.
They're going to have 2 high ones. Like high-ish ones.
Yeah, and major free agent signings, they're not. I know as a Cowboys fan, it's got to be bleak times for like 30 years. But if they hit the right
30 years now for sure.
Right, if they hit the right buttons here, there's a path. There's a path to be like that. We now that we see 44-year-old quarterbacks can still at least get out there and play football. You've got a path and a window with a great offense.
You got like 10 more years with Dak?
Yeah, and the whole offensive line is young. Like they drafted the offensive line. They're all young players, a good young nucleus. Obviously, we know about the receivers situation. They could upgrade at running back for sure. That's always kind of a whatever. Plug in your random guy.
Who cares? He ran for 1,000 yards.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. All fucking defense. Get and then hit the road running. Hit the ground running next year. I might be. I want them to lose.
It's the easiest thing to fix too because all you need to be on defense. We've chronicled on the show. Just be average. If you're just average with an offense like that, guess what? You win double digits every single year. You're got in line to win the division. You're going to the playoffs guaranteed.
So we want them to lose. We want them to keep losing and quitting because that affects their over under going in into next year, right?
The problem with that is, and we're going to talk about we'll talk about the look at. Dak doesn't quit, man. Dak doesn't fucking quit. He was the only one fired up in that game. The only one really fucking playing his balls off.
Well, yeah, and they do have some. Who do they finish with? I don't think I watched them this week. Who's the last game? Off the top of your head, I got it.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think it's in another shit. Or is it the Giants again?
Oh, I think it is the Giants because it was 2 division games. And yep. Well, they're both on the road though. So at Washington, at New York. So
that's a tall task to lose both of those.
We need them to lose one because if they're 7-9-1, they're over next year, assuming they make good moves in the offseason. 8.5, like always.
Yeah, that takes me back to what we were talking about the preseason. We'd never seen a Cowboys total this low in all the years we've been doing it. Mm-hmm. It was 7.5 opening. It ticked up to 8, back down to 7.5. It pretty much settled right there at most books. So turns out Vegas knew what they were talking about.
They can still hit the over on their win total.
They can still hit the over, yeah.
Wait, yeah, they can actually. 8-1. That's crazy.
They can still be 8-1. Yeah, that's. But in this one, look, it was a bad matchup for that. As bad as the defense is, it was an even worse matchup for the Chargers. Everything the Chargers do well. It's exactly what the Cowboys were not going to be able to stop. So felt pretty confident on that pick. Longhorn hit the. Did I not put? Fuck. I'm glad I forgot. Forgot to put something in here, but I just remembered it. The Longhorn hit the big dick on my Jaguars. 2 units plus 3.5. 1 unit plus 160. I actually lost the under on this one, which is one of my 2 losses of the weekend. But the reason why I lost is because my boy TL. I said Jacksonville would struggle to run the ball, and they did. And usually, if they struggle to run it, that's pretty much a wrap for that team. But I don't know. Trevor Lawrence just decided to go out there and have one of the best games of his season and shove it right up my fucking ass. But I did agree with Longhorn on the Jacksonville covering. I should have made this another do-no Wong. I had the game 20-20, but I've been saying, this Denver defense has been slipping, and it continues to do so. Jacksonville's now clinched a postseason berth. They are in the driver's seat to win the division. Denver's also already in the postseason 100%, and also in the driver's seat for their division. But Longhorn, thoughts on this game?
Yeah, that's an impressive performance by Jacksonville. Obviously,
that's not a game that Jacksonville goes and wins like that.
No, so things are changing.
It's like they get lucky. Like they can't remember the Kansas City game. They got lucky. Whatever close game win. That was pretty much an ass whipping.
Yeah, fucking TL. I mean, I've said it. I've said it before. The further he gets, the more he gets with this coach, Liam Cohen, the more he looks like Baker. The more Baker gets away from him, the less Baker looks like a real quarterback. So, coach.
By the way, Cohen, Vrabel, which we know Vrabel's a real coach, but then the guy
Ben Johnson
just took like a 4-5-4 win team. They're all going to win their division. All got like 12 wins, whatever it is. Like, it's fucking crazy. Or not 12, but yeah.
It's coaching so much.
The right coach, man. The right coach.
And we need to remember that going into years going forward that don't let it be that just because it's a new team, a new situation, scare you off. If you think the coach is good, and Vrabel was the only one that we really, really knew. But there's signs, like Aaron Glenn. There were signs he was going to be terrible, and he's terrible. There were signs that Ben Johnson was going to be really good. He's really good. There were signs that Liam Cohen was going to be good. So just trust the signs and let that kind of lead your way. As long as they're going to a quarterback that at least has some pedigree. Drake May was a top 5 pick. TL was the first overall pick. What was the other one? And Kevin Williams was first overall pick. So as long as they're not going to I'm trying to think of a really good coach that went well. He wasn't a new coach, but look what Shane Steichen even did with Daniel Jones, a retread. So it's the really good coaches can just turn good into great, average into good.
Minnesota did with Cousins while they had him for a couple of years.
Who?
The kid from Minnesota, the coach there.
Oh, O'Connell?
Yeah, he had Kirk Cousins show up there. They're just fine.
Yeah. It's coaching matters, and Jacksonville is no joke, dude. They got running game, they got defense, and they got a quarterback that can make plays. They couldn't
even run the ball, and they still fucking went out and put 30 points up on that Denver defense. They couldn't run the ball with a shit.
There's probably a lot of teams that don't want to see Jacksonville in the playoffs, and who saw that coming?
Not us.
Not us with our 7 wins projected over there, whatever it is.
So that was another takeaway I've been thinking about just on that team from the preseason. You and I both said, and I didn't bet Jacksonville on the under. I didn't make them part of all the picks, even though everything told me I should have. But every bit of sharp money was coming in on the over on Jacksonville. Every dollar. And I was I don't understand this.
I do remember that.
We talked, it was like, we don't get it. I don't understand. But I know that I'm not going to bet them just because of it, but I certainly don't agree with it. There was nothing in the way I do it that could ever allow me to agree with the fact that the money should have been coming in on the over on Jacksonville.
Yeah, but you got you took them over, at least when we did the podcast, you took them over the season wins.
But I have them at 8.
8 and 9, yeah.
That was just because the sharp money, but I didn't bet that.
I put them 7 and 10, so you're gonna get a point there on me.
Yeah. Well, still,
it's a dirty point. That's a dirty point because you're way off.
No, that's a dirty point. I mean, 11. They've got 11 wins already.
Oh God! They're who are they playing next? They play Indy next, which that's a division game, so they're going to be up for that.
They got Indy and Tennessee, and Tennessee's going to want to play the role of spoiler.
Oh my God! They might win 13 games.
Well, remember, though, when they needed to fucking win that game against Tennessee in Tennessee, they fucking lost it, so. What was the free? Oh, yeah. Longhorn free pick continues to crush it. Of course, he lost on the Jets.
It's perspective.
Right? Yeah, Jets.
Yeah, it was Jets for sure. I wanted Tyler Shuck to have a good day, so I made my free pick the Jets.
He did have a good day. My boy Brady Cook did not have a good day. So.
Oh my God, did he? He's not a real quarterback, guys. He's not a real NFL quarterback. We got a lot of those starting in the NFL right now.
I was finna say he might fit right in. 3.1 yards per play for the Jets. That is fucking gross.
Oh, by the way,
fucking gross.
Another week with no interceptions, so they are dangerously close to going.
2 weeks left.
I mean, is that not fireable? Is that not 1 year fireable? Like you set you break the record you don't want to break of you're a defensive guy. You came in here to make the defense good. We broke a record of how bad our defense was. Like, that's got to be fireable.
It's pretty bad, man. I think the second place team, I think it was like the Cowboys and a couple other teams tied at 6. So the Cowboys, and you've seen that too, like since Dan Quinn left.
6 interceptions?
Yeah, 6 interceptions.
Oh, you mean like for this year? That's the lowest?
The lowest, yeah.
Okay, yeah, got you.
So you're 6 away from like the next worst set of teams.
I mean, I don't know. Who do the Jets play? They play the Patriots next, and then, let's see, Jets play to end the year. It's Buffalo. Okay, here's what Buffalo's going to do, because they're not going. That game's not going to matter for Buffalo. So Trubisky's going to come in for Buffalo, and he's going to cure. he's going to cure all these ills and throw you at least 2 interceptions, and you won't be the worst. You won't be the laughing stock of the NFL for the entire year.
So it's going to be either, Patriots, I think if they win out, can get the number 1 seed. I think. I don't know who's got the tiebreaker between them and the Broncos.
I'm sure you'll have that on the next pod.
Yeah, we'll talk about all the scenarios when we do the big pod. Because we got to talk about games that when all the chips are on the table and what matters. All right, lots of good this week. Let's move on to the bad, though. Longhorn got a push on the danger zone, so that's not bad. But they did lose a unit of the money line on the Giants. My God, Longhorn, your boy Jackson Dart was awful. Look, he had a good start to his rookie year. Everyone got a little over their skis and excited about him and Scatabo banging their heads in the garbage cans and shit. And all those memes were a lot of fun.
They had some vibes. They had some vibes going.
But if you take a step back and look at it, since week 10, the only quarterbacks worse than him are Geno, Baker, and Lamar, who are both hurt. Little JJ and Shador, who remains the worst quarterback in the NFL. So racist. So now the Giants going forward, they've got this at quarterback. They got a running back who averages 3 yards per carry, and he's tiny and he can't make it through a season.
Sir.
I mean, there is a reason why the Giants are a poverty franchise.
I won't stand for the Scattaboo hate. I won't stand for it.
You're getting it. He averages 3 yards a carry and he can't make it through a season. He sucks. They draft terrible. They sign shitty free agents. They fuck up their head coaching hires. They
can't argue
Danny
that.
Nichols. I mean, they just don't do anything right. But Longhorn, thoughts on this game? And the Giants couldn't even win after little JJ got knocked out yet again. That's another situation that we're going to have to be talking about in this offseason and a decision Minnesota's going to have to make. Anyway, Longhorn.
They got some decisions to make too on that side with quarterback. But I mean, this is going to be tough because there's an argument, and you know it's fun watching these teams at the end of the year. And let me click on the Giants while I'm going.
Did you see Jackson Dart's stat line?
Yeah, like 33 yards.
7 for 13 for 33 yards and a pick.
Yeah, it's as a person who needed the Giants in pick'em contests. And you know it didn't kill me because obviously you know the other games almost every game went my way this week. I had another good week, but to sit there and watch like okay JJ's out, we got Max Brosner. I'm like all right, they're gonna fuck their way around to field goal their way to a win here at home, and they couldn't fucking do it. Like I was like, what am I watching? Oakland am I on the Giants? Yeah, Giants play Oakland and Cows to finish the year. So they're in the hunt for the first round pick. Sorry, Oakland. Vegas. Vegas and Cows to finish the I know. So are they going to fuck up their chance for the first round pick or the top overall pick? Because if they do, you talk about a decision to make. Do they pull the trigger on Mendoza or Dante Moore or whatever their fancy is at quarterback? Because they just traded up. Did they trade up to get Dart last year? I can't remember. Or did they? No, they did because he was like in the 20s, right?
Yeah, I think they traded back.
Yeah, they traded back in to get Dart. Yeah, because they took the pass rusher Carter at the top. So you know that's a big decision. You're going to give up in 1 year on a quarterback you traded up for just the previous year. I mean,
yeah, that's what you do.
Well, to take Mendoza, I mean, is he that good?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I'm not a big believer in any of these kids coming out.
I'm not either. Enough to like give up that fast. I don't think I'm doing it. I mean, I agree with you. The Dart is looked like trash, but why not just let that play out a little bit?
I mean, you got to do one of two things. You either have to draft a quarterback or you got to get out. You got to trade and get assets for the next year and say, okay, we're going to give Dart 1 more year. And if it doesn't work out, though, we have 3 first-round picks for next year. And we can pack it, no matter what happens with those, we can package all those up together and get any quarterback we want.
You mean trading? You talking about trading Dart?
No, trading the picks. You either got to stand there and draft the quarterback
or
get out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, the problem with that is they need a lot of help. I mean, I guess it cuts both ways. They need a lot of help and they need premium players. So it's a bad spot to be in.
And they got to have a new head coach. Like, who are they going to hire for head coach? Now,
Sorry, Giants.
there's rumors that they're thinking about the kid from Notre Dame, which, man, I like him a lot, and I think
To be the head coach?
To be the head coach.
Even after he fucking pulled that bitch move in the bowl games?
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
That's bad. That's a bad look. Bad look.
That is a bad look, but man, he's a really good coach.
The entire Giants franchise is a bad look, so he'll fit right in.
Yeah, they're poverty people. They are poverty. All right, Detroit and Pittsburgh. That was a stay away game for me here. A couple of things to note on that one, though. DK did punch a fan. He's been suspended for 2 games, so that's the rest of the regular season. Look, I know this one came down to a crazy last play, but the box score tells the story of Pittsburgh just whipping Detroit's ass. That victory was, definitely worthy, and they closed at a 7.5-point dog. So another shout out to CLV not being right again on this one. Longhorn, this Detroit thing is fading fast. Rumbles are starting to happen around the Dan Campbell as we see Ben Johnson continue to excel forward and Detroit continue to fall behind. And the weird thing with me with this Detroit team is you can still see the explosiveness in the offense there in spurts, but it's like, oh, do we got to get down by 20 before we start calling the good plays? Like, what are they doing? I don't understand what they're doing.
It's just the O-line, man. They had all-pros all over it for so many years, and they lost a retirement all-pro, and then the other 2 guards that left were not all-pros, but they were significant, solid NFL starting guards with continuity on the rest of the line with the Decker and the Penei Sewell. You can't lose that much and just I'll be like, all right, we're good to go. And to your point,
but they still explode
because they have amazingly explosive players like Jamar Gibbs and J-Mo and Amon St. Brown. Like they're still
How about Tesla, baby,
and now Tesla. So just like the Dallas Cowboys thing, look, this is not that far off. Now they drafted the kid from Georgia, Rutledge, the rookie guard. He's looked like a rookie guard is going to look ups and downs. That's positive going forward. Maybe bring in one free agent that's a solid to Pro Bowl level starting player, and then you're right back to where you were, because all those skill players are young players. You've got the tight end coming back, Laporta, next year off of injury. Look, it's not doom and gloom for Detroit. I wouldn't overreact if I was Detroit management, because I
don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't know the rumors that you heard, so it's
just rumblings from fans, they're like.
Now they do have to get an offensive coordinator, because why would Dan Campbell take over? You don't take over calls of the OC and be like, well, you can have it back going in next year. So I think that they do have to get a new OC next year. That's a bad look to just give it back to him next year, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm trying to look at this. This is the part of the game that blew me away. Okay, so Pittsburgh 41.7% rushing success rate in the season. So that's 18th. I want to filter this. Let's go from week 10 on and see what they've been like the last 6 or 7 weeks or so. Okay, they've gotten better. They're up to number 12th best rushing success rate defense. Here's what I'll show you. Detroit ran for 15 yards.
I couldn't believe what I was watching.
They ran for 15 yards.
I was like, how can you not rush on this team? But I guess it's gone on the radar that they've gotten much better.
Much better, but they're still not world beaters.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a
I'm sorry. I didn't sort it. Never mind. They're still 15th. They're barely better than average, and you ran for 15 yards. 15 fucking yards.
Not good enough. Detroit, not good enough.
Oh,
but their season's over.
I mean, they're on the outside looking in.
They're not eliminated?
Not eliminated. Very badly burned.
Is it like the 1% thing that Dallas was?
5%.
Oh, okay, yeah.
5%. I think they need to win out, and they need the Packers to lose out.
The fighting Dan Campbell's, all he needs is just 1/4%, and we're fucking biting kneecaps, okay, brother?
Chip in the chair. Yeah, that was crazy. They only ran for 15 yards. And then on the other side of it, Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, not going to have a losing season, 9-6. I think they're pretty much in
That
the
puts them on the
playoffs.
over too, by the way, which thank God, and I had them on the over on like season wins contest, but thank God, because like what if that touchdown counted for Detroit and they're sitting at 8 and
They said it did.
Huh?
The ref said it did.
Well, yes, it did count, but then the penalty, wiped it off. I'm just saying, what if they actually won this game and they're sitting at 8-7 and the over win total is 8.5, and now you just lost DK for the remaining of the regular season? I'd be like, oh fuck me, did this just cost me?
I mean, Aaron can't throw to anybody else.
Right. So I don't know. I'm glad they got it. Now they can kind of. Well, shit, man. The way Baltimore's falling apart. I mean,
94.2% or whatever they are to make the playoffs. So
what about to win the division?
same.
Oh my God. Okay, so they can kind of just coast.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Let's see who they got coming up next. Oh yeah, they're at the Browns, so they're losing that. Obviously, legendary Shador is going to take them down, baby. Taking them down.
So they beat. How many sacks will Garrett have of Aaron Rodgers' statue in the pocket? He's going to break the record next week for sure.
He only needs one.
He needs one. He'll get 3.
I bet Aaron makes a deal with him. It's like, hey man, just whistle at me when you get close. I'm falling over.
The symmetry between Brett Favre being the one that gave Michael Strahan the record, and then now it's another former Green Bay quarterback. Well, that's poetic.
I think that's what I'd like. Hey, bro, just fucking whistle at me when you get close, and I'll fall over. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by him.
No, fuck no. Aaron,
I thought we changed it to touch football. That's what Longhorn said.
Longhorn said you can only touch me. Yeah, I would not want to get hit by that motherfucker if I was 24, much less 44, however old fucking Aaron is at this point. Did you see him take that one sack in that game yesterday? I thought they killed him.
No, was it in the pocket?
Yeah, he took a sack. I didn't think he was getting up. I really didn't. I was like, holy shit, I think he died. But that was that was such a fucking brutal thing for that ref to do. Did you watch the last call? Like the call of the call?
Yes, we called rolling on the field's a touchdown. Could have left that one out, dickhead.
And the fucking crowd goes, whoa, erupts, and he's like, but guess what? It doesn't count. Everybody go, fuck yourselves. You
he either did it on purpose because he's an asshole, or he did it on accident because he's an idiot. You be the judge.
It can't be both.
It can't be both.
Oh my God, what a dickhead thing to do. All right, let's move on to the Are You Fucking Kidding Me? This is 2 of my 3 losses this week. We'll start with college. Fuck you very much, Oregon, for not playing till the end of the game. We did lay 20.5 of those dickheads. They're up 34-3 at one point.
Well, they played till the end. They played. They had players out there until the clock hit 0.
Yeah, I guess so. I did see that on TV. They could have been AI, though, for all I know.
Maybe.
They gave up the backdoor touchdown on basically the last play of the fucking game. Just fucking brutal to lose like that. But I will gladly take that loss this weekend as opposed to, a weekend where that would have broke my week. Because, look, you're going to have losses like that every year. It's inevitable. But the timing of them is fucking crucial. You have to hope that you get the breaks on the other side to balance that out. So to have that loss on this week, it is what it is. It's fine, but it still sucked because that was my fucking 7-0 Saturday, whatever that was going to be for me.
Yeah.
Or 6-0 Saturday because I had one going into it from Friday night. And then the other Are You Fucking Kidding Me was on Green Bay +2. Look, I did win the Do No Wong teaser in that game. Won on Green Bay, teased up also with the Chargers. I nailed the game script. I said that Sugar Britch was going to struggle, and he was awful for 3.5 quarters. And I don't even care that Love got knocked out because fucking Willis came in and was fine without him. And Green Bay, without him, had a 99% win expectancy live in this game. And with Malik Willis in there again for most of it. But the fumble on 1st and goal, and you were only up 6-3. That was a moment that kind of let the Bears hang around. And even in spite of all of that, it still took a fucking onside kick recovery and a 4th and goal touchdown just to get the game to overtime. And then another fucking fumble on a long drive from Green Bay And then, of course, Sugar Britches hits the dagger bomb to Moore. From being just a 3-game sweep of the game to 2-1 with a 99% probability of winning. Oh, are you fucking kidding me, Longhorn? I know you were watching that game.
Yeah,
My
I had
God.
Green Bay. I had Green Bay teased up like you. I had Green Bay on pick'ems, and Chicago's just got we'll see how far this rabbit hole can go for them this year because
horseshoe up their ass.
they do, and they're riding it. And we've seen this before, and usually,
But they had shitty luck last week. I mean, they got beat by Hail Mary last year, so it's
yeah,
flipping around.
and it's fine.
That's what it does.
That's fine because you can usually ride these things all the way to an AFC or NFC championship game when these teams get lucky. It usually stops there.
Look at the Redskins last year.
It usually stops there, though. That's the thing.
Yes.
Is that's usually your hit. Your ceiling is the championship level game. So we'll see. Aren't they in the running for first overall, the 1 seed?
They can, if they win out, they have the 1 seed. I think. No, that's San Fran. My bad.
So San Fran wins out. No, that can't be right because they're 10-4 and the Bears are 11. Well, yeah. So if they're 11-4 tonight, so how would that work? Who gets the tiebreaker on that?
I guess San Fran did because I heard that San Fran does control their own destiny if they win out.
Okay. Well, big break for San Fran there because if San Fran went to January
because they play the Bears.
and they beat them.
No, they play the Bears next week.
Oh shit! That is Oh wow!
That's game of
okay.
the fucking week right there.
That's why I got flexed to Sunday night.
Really, either one of them control their own destiny.
Right. Well, huge game because to go to Soldier Field in January against a team that's got this kind of horseshoe up their ass, good luck. And they might be going to the Super Bowl if they can win this game next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to do. Tough to do, but Indy's giving San Fran all they want right now.
Not really.
24-17. Yeah, they're hanging around. You let old man Rivers hang around. You saw what happened to Seattle.
Where's that defense we saw last week? Maybe it can show up. Just pop your head in the second half for defense.
Dude, they were relentless last week against that Seattle offense too. I mean, relentless. Seattle couldn't gain a first down. It was insane.
Yeah.
I didn't think that effort was going to be sustainable for 2 weeks in a row, which is the reason why I did not back in and out. But, dude, did you see the market crash in this fucking thing?
Yeah, it went down to
4.
I know. I did see that. Yeah.
God damn. Where are all you fucking people coming from? All right, boys and girls, that was the good, the bad, and the are you fucking kidding me? All right, some look ahead. We're gonna do a look ahead to the whole week because we want to touch on the Christmas Day game. So we're gonna record the big pod on Christmas night. So after Santa squeezes his fat ass down that chimney and heads back to the North Pole, we're gonna, try to sober up long enough to cover the rest of these games.
Eggnog and Jim Beam. Eggnog and Jim Beam. That's what we're doing.
I'll probably just skip the eggnog if I'm being honest. Just straight up, just give me the booze. But anyway, so the Christmas Day games, we've got Dallas going to the Redskins, laying 6.5 points on the road currently. That's the noon slot. The 3:30 slot is the Lions at the Vikings. The Lions laying 6. They need the game. The Vikings obviously eliminated already. Cowboys and Redskins both eliminated. Just to go through the scenarios. And then Broncos, Chiefs. Chiefs obviously eliminated. Broncos, all of it in front of them to play for. They still want the number 1 seed. Laying 13 goddamn points in Arrowhead Stadium. Is this 1984? What the fuck is happening right now? Is John Elway coming to play? Mike Tomczak? What the fuck is happening in Kansas City?
Steve DeBerg. Steve
DeBerg would never be catching 13.
That's true.
What's a spec on his name?
That's true. What was the injury to Minshew?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I flashed across my phone like Gardner Minshew going to the blue tent. I'm like, all right. Well.
Because I know what Mariota is questionable. Like he might play, is what I've heard. So it's hard to.
He could have played last week. He didn't even look hurt. He just looked like he was just on the bench.
Yeah, I'm inclined to take Washington and the points in this rivalry matchup. Just sight unseen because Cowboys have nothing to play for. Neither does Washington, but It's a rivalry game. We've seen Washington kind of beat this team in Washington at the end of seasons when they weren't good, which they're not now, but neither the Cowboys. So how much
seen them lose by 30 in this game when neither one of them had any play.
Yeah, these are hard. When it gets down to this, like, neither one has anything. Like, where's your motivation? Where do you pull from? So
I don't know that I can back Josh Johnson, man, even against this Cowboys defense.
Well, I wouldn't either. But if it's Mariota,
I don't know because the look ahead was 3. So you gotta think it's Josh Johnson.
Yeah, I mean that's probably assuming that Cowboys weren't dead officially at that point, but who knows? And then we kind of got the same situation with the Vikings, right? Because JJ's dead, and you're going with Max Brosmer, whatever his name is, and
3.5 to 6 on that from the fucking look ahead to the open, basically the same thing.
And the fact that we've got a 5% chance, and it's before the Green Bay game, so these are all on Christmas. So coming off a loss, you're gonna get the best Dan Campbell version of Detroit in this game. So I'm inclined to lay the points there. And again, this is Monday. We haven't had any time to dig into this at all, but just early look aheads. And then in the let me look up. What you got any thoughts on Chiefs Broncos? I'm gonna look up Gardner Minshew's injury.
I mean, with some guy that I've never heard of and that's the bad part is he's from South Dakota, so you would think I'd know who he is. I don't know who this kid is. But, I mean, can you lay 13 points with the Broncos and this defense that is slipping as bad as it is? I don't know, man. I don't think he avoided
an ACL, but he's still put on IR. So now we're going to let me look up KC's, and we'll go to third string. It is going to be. Oh, it was the guy that you talked about.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Ola Duncan. Yep. He's a free agent from the class of 2022. That's the best you can do. You're the Kansas mother effing Chiefs, and the best you can do on third string.
They had one of my pet cats. I thought at one time is the
they don't.
Guy.
They don't anymore. They got some guy named Ola Duncan. So, oh my God, that's a lot of points to lay.
5.5 to 13. So you're telling me that this dude is basically
he can't be
8 points worse than Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew turned into Brett Favre all of a sudden in his prime.
How did his box score look last week?
Awful.
But awful with some hint of hope.
Bad as Jackson Dart. I'll tell you that.
Hint of hope looking forward. All I need to see is
he was 11 for 16 for 111 yards, 6.9 yards. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, good enough for me. Good for me. Early lean. Take the 13 points. It's still a proud franchise. Like I said, they quit last week. That was easy. That was an easy one to call. It was an easy quit game. This is Christmas Day, national TV.
They were already going to quit, and then Minshew gets knocked out in the first quarter. That's it. You were already going to quit. You were already losing.
So Commanders plus the points, assuming it's Mariota. Wait for that. Detroit lay the points, and go ahead and throw the Chiefs on the money line. Do a 3-gamer and fucking bust out a 30-1 on their ass from Christmas Day. Why not?
That would be fucking hilarious. If the Chiefs still took down the Broncos from getting the number 1 seed, that would make Andy Reid's year. That's the funny thing. He's gonna be.
Well, yeah, that's.
He's gonna be in his bag. He's gonna
100%
every play that he's ever.
Yes.
He's like every play that I was saving for the playoffs. Fuck it, we're burning this shit now. I'll come up with more before next year. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. I think. Kansas, they're gonna have a lot of fun in this game.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Longhorn, tell me about that fabulous Patreon one more time. We can get all these picks, these winning bowl. Look, the bowl package is up for sale by itself. 8-3 so far on bowls, so we're rolling there. Gonna try to continue to rolling. The basketball picks are just up for free. Just go grab them. Longhorn, where do they go get all this shit?
Yeah, go to patreon.com/bet_FGH. Get all those winning picks. There's still time left in the season, so stop dicking around and go with either CK, Bo Cephas, or Longhorn. For Bo Cephas, I am Longhorn. We are FGH no matter how you find us. When you think about betting on football, think FGH and never pay a bookie again. Come on.
Ah, damn it, people never pay a bookie again. Steven Tyler, take a sell, baby.